Welcome to another episode of Racing to Learn. We're a nonprofit that gets kids excited about math and science. We are working on our 1990 RX-7 with a 94 LT1 out of a Firebird, Pontiac Firebird, Chevrolet Corvette, Chevy Camaro, etc. We've been buttoning up the GM LT1 or Chevy, Pontiac, Buick, etc. General Motors LT1 V8 that resides under the hood of this car. We replaced the Optispark, which is behind that water pump. That is the Achilles heel of this car. We've mounted the water pump now, fresh gaskets, give it a cleaning. We've essentially done a lot of things. The car finally started up not too long ago, and we're just waiting mainly for the thread sealant. There's 6 bolts that bolt the water pump onto the engine block itself, and those actually require thread sealant. We use this Permatex 59214, and that it requires I believe 48 hours to fully cure before you really want to expose it to liquid. So that's what we're doing. We're just letting it fully cure there while we're under the hood today, and we've cleaned up some things. The next thing we're going to address here is actually some of this electrical tape. It's gotten crispy over time, and that this is a 94 engine, so it is now, what is that, 27 years old? Wow, 27 years old. Anyways, when doing a job like this, you could go for generic electrical tape, but the 3M or Scotch Super 33 here, that's let me see if I can get the camera to focus there. Super 33. This stuff was the gold standard, at least when I did the full wiring job on this car 20 plus years ago to integrate the LT1 into this RX-7 here. But let me know in the comments if there's a better tape out there nowadays. Anyhow, we're gonna proceed with this here. Now, some of the stuff like this wire is hanging out of the loom. Not sure. Yeah, it wasn't a fully taped loom. Sometimes, like on the original RX-7 harness, you could see bits of it down there. The looms were completely taped as well. So, if you go with a lesser tape, it'll leave behind residue that will get stuck to your hand and everything. Super 33 is very easily removable and doesn't leave any residue. We're not sponsored by them or anything. Wish we were, but let's see here. So just gonna put this wire, push it back into the loom here, and probably use some of that electrical tape to make sure that it doesn't pop out again here. What is this? This wire has been frayed. Not sure what this green wire is here, but yeah, I can't really get some shrink tube over here, so we will go ahead and use some of this Super 33. The wire wasn't worn through there, but might as well protect it while we're here. Alright, just had to grab some scissors. Nice thing about the LT1 is it's got this nice flat intake that you can rest tools on. Oh yeah, we're gonna put some tape on this. Now, this probably isn't the most interesting thing to watch, but there is a method to taping looms. It's showing you here. You definitely want to pull that tape tight, spiral it to cover the area, and doing this job, but it will be covered by this wiring loom. So, wires and tape get crispy over time. That's just what happens. Things degrade. This piece looks like it's coming undone. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and reinforce this too. That looks like that piece of tape is in there just as a strain relief. So as well, just give it a little extra reinforcement. Now you'll notice it's kind of peeling off this way. I'm gonna go with that direction here as I tape it, so that it tightens up the existing round of tape. See, this is still in the way. Seems like a flat-headed screwdriver. Well, actually, that probably looks good as is here. This one of these goes to the intake, and one goes down to the water pump. Looks like there's a T-joint here. So this goes down here. It's a water temp sensor, but I not put this in. The right plugs, right? Yes. Anyways, when you continue watching me try to get a plug in, when we have more important things to tend to, so I'll give it a little college try here. Anyways, I'll handle it later. Alright, let's get back to this wiring loom. So this tape was getting kind of crispy, and I took off some of the tape already. You know, like, look at this, this is just hanging off here. So you'll notice that they started wrapping it at the bottom. So, which is kind of odd. Usually I feel like you want to start wrapping it at the top and go down. Not sure why they did that here. But this piece goes, it's kind of sometimes handy to follow how they had wrapped something before here. So this they wrapped over and then down and then around this piece. So that is what we'll do. And oh, yeah, it doesn't look like these were additionally wrapped except for the pieces leading up to that. So anyways, crispy pieces that are falling off. The rest I'll probably just leave intact there. And you could kind of wipe this down, just any dust that'll prevent the tape from properly adhering. And if you're really keen on it, you could give it with some rubbing alcohol or non-reactive cleaner there. Another way to do this is to actually spin the roll around. So why don't we do that here? We'll just give this some extra reinforcement here. So spin the roll while pulling it. Just loop it around. And then I'll follow our path that we had seen the tape go before. Loop it around one more time there. Over here. Do a couple loops around this. That stuck to itself. Pull that apart. Try not to get it stuck in my fingers. Process. One more. Probably better methods to doing this, but I'm not super. It's good enough for me. So we'll go ahead and clean up these other wires to wrappings, rather the old taper on these. Some better days. Wipe that down. Take your time. This is a nice, easy individual run here, so
get in there with the top of the connection there. So we'll just start at the bottom, like get these done from the factory. Not only will this provide heat and abrasion resistance to these wires, which I can feel that the insulation on the wires has hardened over time, so hopefully extend the life of that wiring, protect it from the elements, wear and tear. Just cut it off at this point and loop the neck tape around. Right, that pretty nicely. So the other wires, yeah, this one's created in a similar fashion. This one's interesting. This one was wrapped from the top down, so probably because it had more room. Clearly this was done by hand here, so anyways, let us know what you guys think of this video. Smash that like button if we've earned it. That subscribe button helps us even more. We're just wrapping things up here, so let us know what you all think in the comments, and thanks again for watching.